Hey, chat. Chat, I'm cooked. That's what they say. That's what the kids say these days. They talk about, oh, I'm cooked. And what do they really know about cooking, huh? Do they watch The Bear? Probably not. I know I don't. Anyways, today's bird fact at the start of the episode is when you are deciding to eat something that is maybe not the optimal choice. It's not It's not the most healthy option. Just make sure that when you choose that, you really let it sink in and really appreciate and be fully present for just the joy and the comfort of the thing that you're doing as opposed to doing it to make something else go away. You know what I mean? Don't do it because you feel guilty or do it because you want to stop feeling bad. Do it because you really love this thing. And this thing is really special. And it's a little treat. And just like enjoy it and revel in it, and maybe appreciate the gratitude. That's my bird fact today. Today I had ramen noodles instead of something else that would have been just as easy to make and objectively better for me. And you know why I chose ramen noodles? I said today it's about comfort, and I'm still eating other stuff, and so I'll be okay. But I'm just gonna really enjoy this. And it was a great bowl of ramen. It was a really good bowl of ramen. So that's my bird fact today. Um, in Homestuck, we just had this conversation with John and carcinogeneticist, where theoretically they are friends. John doesn't buy it though. And then John decides he's going to go search for his father's car. It's going to be a hike. There's something up ahead through the forest. There's like light on the horizon. So John's going off on his adventure in the world. Anyways, let's jump to Wayward Vagabond. Settle this dispute in a rational, diplomatic manner. You settle the dispute in the only way you can presently imagine how to settle a dispute, with cans of lukewarm sugary liquid and centuries-old rations. If only you had access to some means of heating things up. But it matters not. You warm yourselves in the glow of this human emotion called friendship. So I guess they all level with each other. If only you had something to heat things up. That seems like they're referencing some way of heating things up, but I guess not. So they're all hanging out. Dave's city is getting pelted with meteors. Jade, deploy alchemitter. It's almost as if this broken air conditioning unit was scaled to be a perfect fit for the alchemitter all along. Weird. I'm assuming that means he scaled it to the size, like whatever image that Hussey found for the fake AC unit intentionally made it to be the same size as the alchemitter. Jade, deploy Cruxtruder in Dave's room. Bonk. Dave, do you think like Dave is talking to Rose here? Do you think like the Pulitzer Committee is secretly scouring the dregs of GameFAQ archives or something? Damn, I can't read this shit. I'm sorry. Hold, please. Hold what? I see you at your computer typing. What are you doing? Dang. Hold on. No, seriously, stop talking to me for a second. It looks like Jade is dropping the doomsday tube thing in my room. BRB, gotta make sure she doesn't break all my shit. Hey, wait. These darn birds are in the way. Now Dave is talking to Jade. What are they doing in your apartment anyway? Also, they are adorable. I always keep birds in here. It's sort of my thing. Oh, kind of like all those silly naked puppets are your bros things? No, no, that's irony. This is like sincere, honest to God psychosis. I'm training to be a lame, gothy supervillain. digging on Rose there, maybe. Also, I think I can't put it down because of the wires on the floor. Okay, well, maybe you should take the opportunity to put it somewhere that isn't stone cold R word. I wish I played more games. This is hard. No, it's not. Dave is a elite gamer, and Jade is not so much. So clearly we see that Dave took to the Esper, like, user system the easiest out of all the kids. Although I guess John hasn't played yet, so we don't know. John hasn't hosted. Jade, Dave moved Dave's bed to the roof. This is Rose and Dave. Jade is connected with you? Where did she get the discs? I don't know how she does any. I don't know how. I don't know. How does she do any of the loopy batshit nonsense she does? Maybe she pulled them out of the volcano over there on Blood Monkey Mountain. Wait, so you mean to tell me she was able to connect with you in a timely fashion without waiting until you were on the brink of annihilation? We went over this. I was a little bogged down in the epic swaddle of legendary puppet taint. I've done nothing but wait for boys to play this game with me all day. First John lollygagging with the client, and then you with the server, downright filibustering my existence with unending fraternal melee. And yet a girl, one who didn't even own the game, was able to connect with you minutes after you connected with me. Whoa, wait, what the hell is she doing? She's taking my bed, what the hell? And there she goes. She has the karma. Classic, Sweeper on Hell Jeff reference. Jade, deploy Crux Shooter in its place. So seriously, what were you doing just now? I was talking to someone. Dave and Rose still. Who? You remember the trolls? Yeah. One of them messaged me, so I indulged him/her/it for a moment. Oh, I see. You opted to chat up one of those D-bags instead of talk to the guy who saved you from a swirling shitstorm of angry flaming wizards. I was worried your priorities might have been out of whack, but no, I was dead wrong. I also took a moment to check on John. How is he? I can't see him anymore. Just his empty house. But I did talk to him briefly. I should probably text him soon. See what's up, because I love him. I know. So this place you're at now, it's the same place he's at, right? It's hard to say for certain, but I think I like it here. I love this. This is so sweet. This is like kind of, it's one of those jokes where like he's being he's like being ironic and sincere here at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it's funny because it's sincere. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. Or it's just like full straight sincerity, but probably not, knowing Dave. It's like just 2 levels deep. But they're friends. And I guess this probably prompted a bunch of John Dave ships, which is, in my opinion, objectively wrong. Because they're just bros. They're just friends. And I love that. But if you want to ship them, that's fine, I guess. Jade, replace television with totem lathe. Alright. Jade is getting everything situated. Jade, organize Dave's puppets. It's funny too, right? Like, because we did all of these steps for Rose when Dave was doing it in just a flash animation, which kind of illustrates how good David is at it. But Jade is like going through each one of these steps that we already saw. This whole place is a disorganized mess. It kind of reminds you of your room, but full of weird and ironic stuff, instead of cute and great stuff. Your stuff is so much better. You're pretty sure all these Dave's Bros puppets. Oh, you're pretty sure these are all Dave's Bros puppets. You better not mess with them. Frankly, his brother makes you a little nervous. Jade, tidy up Strider's apartment a little. What the apartment needs is a woman's touch. You grab a towel you found lying around and dampen it with water from the toilet. This is how ordinary people clean ordinary houses, right? Oops, you dropped it. I'm pretty sure the towel in the toilet is another returning gag. Oh, and ripping at the toilet. Oh, fuck! That's a classic. And as we can see here, The build grist cache is 2,000. It's way bigger than it was when John started, suggesting that the build grist cache is somehow connected to the collective efforts of the whole session, not just John or each player individually. Ooh, flash animation. Land of light and rain. Is it raining light or it's kind of unclear? But it's Rose! She's here. Wizard. She's on an island in the middle of this rainy Technicolor ocean, which has a river. Land of light and rain. That's her planet, I guess. And instead of being up on a spire all the way in the middle of nowhere, she's on an isolated island in the middle of nowhere. AR, cautiously drink tab. So that's what's up with Rose. She's in the medium. AR, blech, too warm. Need to find something to chill this down with. Something to heat up your delicious gravy would be nice too. AR, retrieve mysterious artifacts from ruins. You excuse yourself for a moment and retrieve a few of your personal belongings. These should really impress your visitors. That musty old toy on the floor ought to make a nice peace offering for the feisty tall one too. You are quite certain that ladies like squishy, useless things like that. This is all Jade's stuff that she left in the ruins when she got teleported back by Beck. So I guess we know that she never comes back and gets that stuff because it's all here 400 years later. WV, introduce new friends to John. The yellow bandaged fellow seems to have slogged off somewhere, but the tall mail carrier with the lovely white complexion would probably get a kick out of your big computer with your weird boy on it. You show her inside. She comes in, she checks it out. The hole blown into the station by the caution guy's rocket leads into the third room, which has been locked. Unsurprisingly, there is another sort of gizmo in here, and you have no idea what it does. The station is very low on power, so you don't think you'll be able to find out. If only you hadn't... Well, never mind. So then they're climbing back through the facility, and they see John. You unlock the third room from the inside and go to the computer room. There he is, the funny boy you were talking about. His name is John. You encourage your alabaster friend to say hi to him using the human keypad communication system. You encourage your alabaster friend to say hi. There's a typo. Huh. Alrighty. PM is just checking out all the drawings. But instead, she takes note of your nice chalk drawings and pays you a compliment. You're somewhat mystified by the fact that she is more impressed by your silly drawings than your amazing technology. Maybe simple things are the key to the heart of a lady. You do not know, because you do not know anything about ladies, really. They are a riddle draped in a mystery, draped in a mystery, wrapped in post-apocalyptic shroudwear. So fashionable. She's looking at all the planets. And check this out. Now we recognize two of them There's the inky planet with all the clouds. Then there's this neon technicolor planet, which is roses. I wonder what these two other planets are. One of them has a volcano. Interesting, huh? You decide to give her the chalk. She is grateful for the colorful present and thinks it looks like fun. Oh, I wish I knew what this said, but I don't feel like looking it up. Sorry. He smells something. Suddenly, a powerful aroma hits your non-existent nostrils. I guess they don't have noses. Someone is cooking something delicious. It demands investigation. You stop and examine the kind mayor's device. Oh, I guess... Oh, this is PM. You stop and examine the kind mayor's device. It is quite similar to the one in your station, before the unfortunate accident. The one with a familiar-looking girl on it. Perhaps this one is best left alone. Still, there is something familiar about the boy on this monitor, too. I am told your name is John. Is that correct? Yep, that's right. Oh, and this is from the game. So it was PM who was saying that, not Wayward Vagabond. It's nice to meet you, John. John isn't directly cognizant of your greeting, but I'm sure he would feel likewise. Okay, John, let's explore this place. Okay, have at it. If you're at a loss, click the controller button up there. This may or may not mean anything to you, depending on your current perspective. Because when it said that in the game, that made sense, but in this page, it doesn't make any sense. But they're just reusing the panel. This is great. Something is in there. Take a look. You got a mini tablet. There's nothing inside. Should we put something in? Oh, I guess this is if we didn't play the game, it like ensures that certain things happen. You drop one in one of your precious shoes. You hate to see it go, but you have to follow the custom and give it what the tablet asks for. This one's empty. Perhaps a delivery is in order? Same with this one, you guess. At least this hat didn't technically belong to your dad. You made it yourself. Introduce yourself to the local amphibious fauna. I'm a secret wizard. Behold my robes. Behold robes? Yes or no? Yes. You wonder what the hell a secret wizard is. You don't think you'll ask him for your bedsheet back. Hooray, this one contains a prize. Oh, this is literally all the stuff that we did from the game. Open it, open it. You got a chisel. How exciting. A parcel for you. Retrieve it. A chunk of amber. You got a chunk of... Why am I repeating myself? Converse. Crumple hat. He's renamed himself Crumple Hat. He has dishonored his ancestors beyond comprehension with his frivolous accessory. Good place to keep lookout. And we already saw this. And this is all the conversation from Nana. I don't think we've read this. Nana, are you there? Yes. I just saw my house from below. What gives? Why did the gate take me down here? All the gates do, John. To ascend, each time, you must first descend. Huh, alright. So I guess I scramble around down here until what? Until you find the next gate. It is hidden somewhere in the land. Okay, so I get to the gate and go in. Then what? Where does it take me? Further up maybe? But I haven't even built that high yet. So you see why you had to build in the first place, John? You must have a little faith in your dear old Nana. Yeah, well, I do, Nana, but I'm still not really getting it. Does the next gate down here take me back up to the house or something? Please don't say hoo hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo! Seer. Back to Rose. Seer, can you hear me? Apparently, she can. Though she usually goes by Rose. So unlike John, who's not as sentient or aware, Rose can directly hear the commands that she gets. I wonder why. Have a look around, Rose. Rose is running around. You have much to discover. She looks pleased as punch. John, go over the river and through the woods. Back to John. He's running around. He's fighting a copper Gyclops, a tar basilisk. There's all kinds of new monsters and creatures. Drop the toilet. Jade, drop the toilet in Dave's room. And Jade drops the toilet. And she falls asleep. and it crashes through the roof because she has narcolepsy. And it hits, toilet water all over his cool stuff. But it deploys the Crux Intruder and starts the countdown. He's only got 4 minutes and 13 seconds, just like John did. Dave, this is the worst shitting thing I have ever seen. The thing that just happened. Hi, Dave! Jesus. And the worst thing is all that juice I drank. I mean, you just had to figure all that juice was gonna come back and haunt me. Like Frankenstein's incontinent fucking ghost was like, it was like Chekhov's juice. What? Let me be perfectly clear. What I'm trying to say is, it's like fucking Christmas up in my bladder here. And where do I find my toilet? Oh, look, here it is, amputated in my room, gagged with a towel like a fucking prison hostage. And now, the Crux Exploder is counting down. 4 hours. Oh, I guess that's not that bad. 4 hours until what? What? Oh God. Are you asleep? I think I might be. Okay. Okay, let's just not panic here. I'm not panicking, I feel fine. Let's try to play it cool and not break all my shit. Also, don't put anything weird in the seizure kernel. I'm going to go find somewhere to pee. Don't watch me, okay? Sweating emoticon face. Like, I know you dream about me already. Let's keep some shit left to the imagination, okay? I won't look, okay? Jeez. The last thing I need is for your weird brain webcam to be snapping shots of my dong. Your grandpa was a sick fuck. Why would he build a voyeur bot for a little girl? Fuck. Stop being a huge baby and go pee. Dave, use now empty apple juice bottle as pee receptacle. You begin to hatch a brilliant plan. Howie Mandel. Once you're done, you'll capture log the bottle and send the code to Egbert and tell him it's something really important. Then he'll make it and be like, oh man, yes, apple juice. I'm so thirsty. What a full circle moment. Some code. But he will not be drinking delicious juice. Oh no. He will be choking down a world of hot piss, and it will serve him right for liking all those dumbass movies unironically. But all that sounds like a big waste of time, so you just go in the shower. Dave is fucking on the level. Dave, kick that puppet out of the shower. Oh no! Dave! What? Sad face. What is it? Dave, this poor bird. What bird? The one with the sword through it. I wouldn't know anything about that. But isn't this your sword? That could be anyone's sword. Straight emoticon face. What does it look like? Is it a cheap piece of shit? Because I only bother with high quality blades forged by stoic Asian masters. Hells of rude kinds of expensive. A little racist, but whatever. All I know is it's sharp and it's through a bird and it's a sword. End of story. I'm going to help the poor bird. Wait. What do you mean? Damn it, hold on a minute. Jade, retrieve Dave's copy of Esperb and the Impaled Crow. So this is Dave's copy of Esperb, which we now know that Jade is using to play with. Time shenanigans. We don't know how yet, but time shenanigans. And that's the when he accidentally launched his sword outside of his window and killed that bird that was attacking the game copies of the game. That's the bird. Jade, put something weird in the seizure kernel. She's putting the impaled dead bird in the seizure kernel. Wow, awesome. So now I guess instead of having a wise or helpful spirit guide sprite thing, I'm stuck with this brainless feathery asshole. What do you mean? I just brought the cute birdie back to life. Isn't he great? We need to wake you up. You're not very logical like this. Kind of dumb, really. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I was tired. Yeah, but come on, you sleep like 20 hours a day. Well, you are out of luck. I will wake up when I'm good and ready. So now he's got stabbed bird is the next prototyping. Jade, wake up. Where are you sitting? Are you on your bed? Yeah, why? What side? The right side? Why? Okay, here's what I want you to do. Just humor me. Raise your left hand. Okay. Now just kind of swat the air to your left. Robo slap. Whap. Dave is so smart. Look, and here's Dave's copy of the game again. AR. Use gunpowder and empty crates to make a campfire. Ah. Country road. They're having a little feast. He's talking about how he's going to give the plushie to PM. AR. Win over that fine carapacing gray. Heart. Broken. He splits up the Tangle Buddies. And he gives one to PM. And Mayor is like, ah! PM and AR? And the little Firefly is like, but what about the Mayor? PM. You're vaguely reminded of something. It's hard to remember. It was so many years ago. So many years ago, entrenched in the temporally oblique. Here's a guy. There's a car. It's crashed down on the John's planet. What have we here? An illegally parked vehicle. You sure hope this guy's got a swollen pork hollow. He just landed himself in Citation City. AR? Question mark? Surround the scene with caution tape. This looks much more orderly. Public safety has been assured. Your sworn duty as an authority regulator has been upheld. AR. So this is AR in the past, when John's dad's car was here. AR, write the owner of this vehicle a ticket. Parking citation. 10,000 boon dollars. For the planet of darkness. Hello. What have we here? You discover a couple of unauthorized parcels in the cabin of the vehicle. You confiscate them immediately. PM. You're a simple parcel mistress. PM. On one of your routes. Today is another day of uneventful but highly satisfying deliveries. You stop in your tracks. It is a dangerous agent from the enemy kingdom. Perhaps you should avoid him. So the agents are different than the underlings, which are like the imps. They don't have health bars. They're like more like people. They're fully sentient. But you notice he is holding two parcels. You recognize one of them. You've spent a long time looking for it. It looks like you are going to need to get that package from him somehow. So PM in the past somehow got a note from Jade, because we can tell this is in Jade's handwriting. It says to deliver this package. John, activate ghost gloves. Back to John. He's whooping ass. Sons of bitches are harder to kill than you thought they'd be. Whap, 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 whap. Ooh, there's a guy clops. Ooh, John is getting eaten by one of the salamanders. He's some kind of blam blunderbuss that snipes that thing and kills it, saving John. Now its scope is on the Gyclops, which, blam! It only shoots out his eyes. But the Gyclops absconds. But he takes one of John's weapons with him. Look, he just took the hammer. What the heck? Jade's grandpa? He's got the gun. He's got the Colonel Sassacre's text. He's still alive? You could have sworn that strange man was holding your copy of Colonel Sassacre's. Now, this is something I genuinely have no memory of. So we're going to find out together what that's all about. WV, PM, AR, Stargaze. Back to the future present. It is a clear and peaceful night. A delicious meal has been shared with new friends. The glow of the ammunition fire gradually subsides, which is not really how ammunition works, but whatever. All is well. But you can't shake the feeling. There's something familiar about all this. There's something you're forgetting. Looking at the S-burb symbol. Of course. Now you remember. You must deliver a message to John right away. She hops up. She goes to talk to John. AR and WV say, women. Women be shopping, am I right? I don't even know what that means. PM? Retrieve package. Back to the past with PM. You conclude you have no choice. You march right up to him and ask politely for the package. Wait a minute. What's this? There's a parcel. Ugh, crappy. Sorry. John. It is a carved mini tablet. The carving is not especially clear to say the least, but your wealth of delivery experience allows you to decipher it immediately. It is the other parcel the agent is holding. It appears you will need to acquire both from him now. It is your sworn duty. So now John is like, hey, if anybody finds my copy of Esberg, please give it to me. PM, ready, sword. But you do not have a sword. You're quite sure it would never occur to you to carry a sword or resort to violence under any circumstances. You will have to take the more diplomatic route with this fellow. I guess something happens between the past and the future that makes it so that PM carries a sword. I don't know. AR, doff your hat to the attractive female. You doff so furiously you are in danger of starting a hat fire. Probably not the best idea around all this oil, especially without any sort of flame suppressant handy. Oh, I clicked on that flame suppressant link. It took me to a Google image search for Barbasol, which is a shaving cream. PM, retrieve both parcels. He cannot give them to you. They are illegal contraband, and if you wish to petition for their release, you must consult with his superiors. You show him the carved mini tablet. As he can plainly see, you have signed authorization to deliver one of the parcels. He gives you the envelope, but he retains the package. You quickly drop the envelope into an empty Pyxis. It is out of your hands now. The breeze will know where to take it. You follow the agent. You must not lose track of that parcel. John, chase the man. You want your book. You have some questions for that guy, whoever he is, but the village is still burning. You've got to help these salamanders put out this fire. John, save the lizards. Okay, you just said they were salamanders. Anyway, thank goodness for your Barbasol bomb. The cooling lather should work its magic in no time. Boom! Oh god, how can shaving cream be so flammable? So some running jokes here about Barbasol and shaving cream. And it was an explosive, John, so I'm not really sure what you expected, but you made it way worse. And then a breeze came. A big gust of wind conveniently comes along and blows out all the fire. It is really convenient. Blue windy powers. The townspeople rejoice and are more than willing to give you all the credit. You suspect it is probably because they are not all that smart. John, the uncarved tablet you retrieved. Why, yes. Oh, do you still have it? Why, yes, it appears you do. Great. I would like you to carve something on it. You seem amenable to this request. It's a little wobbly on top of all these dancing lizards, though. Not that it matters, because you suck at drawing anyways. Rose, find your sprite. So, this was just like another little time loop, right? Where PM in the past gets this parcel from John, and then PM in the future remembers that she got the parcel from John, and so she tells John to write the image of the Esberg copy on the parcel to give it to her, creating a stable time loop paradox. Which is just a nice little flippy one because she sends a message back into the past. Rose, find your sprite. Back to Rose. Your deceased pet. We don't know who's talking to Rose. Jasper's sprite is nowhere to be found. He always was a little cagey, even when he was alive. You wished to speak with him, did you not? Is it not why you are here? Someone is pestering you, but you are oblivious to the message because your laptop is buried under 3 inches of fucking yarn. There are footprints in the white sand. Follow them. Oh, it's the little kitty following Rose around. She's got the umbrella now. It looks like they lead back out to the mausoleum. Examine your pet's tomb. The mausoleum was destroyed by the explosion. The secret passage remains. You have no idea where it leads, but it sure isn't the lab anymore. Enter. So now she's going back down the tunnel to somewhere else because last time it was and this is absolutely the same image, but like uh changed to Technicolor instead of green. It leads out to a little dock. It seems someone has recently untied a boat. And the martini glass suggests it was Rose's mom. A mother will do whatever is best for her children. Even if that's get on a boat and row away, abandoning her daughter. WV, become the mayor of Exile Town. You build a bigger and better town to preside over. All expatriates are welcome, no matter what happened in the past, regardless of professional persuasion or metallurgical affiliation. You cut the town's ribbon with an official judicial bayonet, which is stuck inside a grenade, but you are kind of nervous about removing it. That was the gavel that AR was using. This should catch the eye of the tall, nice lady. The grumpy yellow guy thinks it's dumb. He thinks it is dumb because any town without a proper militia is as good as conquered. As such, he prepares one begrudgingly. It's a dirty job, but someone must be charged with the defense of the innocent. He sets up a little military base with all his ammunition and bullets. WV, fondly regard Desert Night. The stars twinkle over a freshly christened exile town. It is a beautiful evening, and the future is so full of promise. You can't imagine what could possibly... Oh my god, a huge eggy-looking thing just appeared in the sky. There's a new facility. It's an egg. I wonder whose facility it could be. Egg. You won't... Jade. Give Dave punch card of an eggy locking thing. Sick. Okay, you do that, and then he makes a totem with it, and then some other stuff happens, and then egg. So instead of John's was a tree that made an apple that she took a bite out of. Rose's was, I forget what it was exactly, but it made a bottle of wine which she had to break in order to enter, and now there's a big bird that makes an egg. Dave, Pester Jade. Oh man, awesome. It's awesome where you'd put that. I was worried we were on the verge of getting some shit done. Durr, Dave, I was going to build some stairs up there. Durr. Well, where are they? You say there will be stairs, and yet I see no stairs. Gosh, I don't know. I guess I didn't find the time to make them because I keep getting punched in the face by robots and stuff. Sorry. Winky tongue face. Am I supposed to break that thing? Or hatch it? Or what? I don't know. Also, what happened to all my shit? The stuff scattered all over the roof. Did you put it somewhere? Nope. I mean, not that I care. It was a lot of mostly useless garbage. What was it doing up here? I was going to use it to fight my bro with, but I guess I forgot in the heat of battle. Also, he was too fast. Dave, make the world's largest omelet. Whoops, look like that dumb idea isn't going to happen. A brainless, feathery asshole swoops down and carries the egg away. Caw-caw! Oh, man. He made a nest out of all Dave's stuff and a bunch of puppets. And he put the egg on it. Dave says, okay, the egg is now in a nest made of shitty swords and soft puppet ass. Please advise. Please advise. I think your sprite wants to hatch it. Aww. Do you think that'll take more than 4 hours? I don't know. It looks like it's pretty warm where you are. It's hot as the sizzle side of the steak. Maybe not too long then? I guess we'll find out. Maybe I should try and get it back and put it in the microwave. Sad face. Oh, she... in response, she throws out Dave's microwave. Jade, deploy Punch Design X. You can't. You'll need some shale for that. So the cash limit is increased, but his individual grist reserves is not shared with John. So that is a pretty minor detail too. In order to get other stuff other than build grist, you need to get in the game, but the cash limit is expanded with each, I think it's with each additional player in the game, maybe. Jade, check unknown objects. Jumper box extension, hollow pad, IntelliBeam laser station, CD, punch card shunt. Huh, there's new things. Okay, some of these things we can deploy, but for some things we don't nearly have enough grist for. You mean the jumper block thing? No, we've got enough for that, but it's still pretty expensive. Wait, what? The thing costs 1,000 for me. Yeah, me too. And we have 2,000 to work with. Okay, 1,998. Man, I only got 200 to splash around with in Rose's rainbow world. What the hell? Oh, how much did Rose start with when she was playing with John? Hang on, I'll ask. Okay. She says 20. I guess we keep getting more with each server-client connection. Yeah, so I guess you can buy everything now. No! I can't buy the holopad thingy and the IntelliBeam laser station. Okay, now I know you're making this shit up. Haha, no, they're right here. They cost a fortune. Well, all I got here is the Designix, which I can't deploy because I don't have any purples, and the expensive as hell jumper thing, and the cheap shunts, which I assume do dick all without the jumpers to put them on. Oh, also this CD, which is 100, but I didn't drop because it seemed like a stiff allocation of resources for now. Yeah, I've got that too. I will deploy it. So with each new connection in our player chain, I guess new weird deployables are introduced. Yes, I think that's how it works. When John connects with me, he will probably get some cool new things too. Hey, look, we're learning stuff. Jade, deploy green and white compact disc. What should I do with these beta copies? I don't really need them anymore. I suppose just hang on to them for a while, and then later just do whatever you are naturally compelled to do with them. Wow, that was a weird answer, but okay. And that's because Jade knows that Dave's copy is the copy that she uses, so she needs to make sure that whatever time loop that happens such that there can be two things of the same thing, it happens, so she doesn't want to fuck it up. You take the beta and the CD. Jade, deploy circuit board looking thingy. It was obviously labeled as the jumper block extension. It appears to be deployable only as an extension to the alchemitter. Looks like you're going to have to move it. Damn, and it looks so nice up there. You spend another relatively affordable 100 build grist to relocate it. And then pay the steep fee of 1,000 build grist to deploy the jumper block extension. Jade, attempt to deploy capsulog disk drive. Again, the name of the thing was right there in plain sight. You deploy the punch card shunt for peanuts. Looks like a capsulog card is supposed to fit in the slot. Dave, insert card with a CD on the slot. You put the card in the slot and stick the shunt on the jumper pins. Nothing happens. You might need to stick a punched card in there, probably allowing the holes in the card to affect the flow of current through the circuits. And to punch cards, you'll need to get a Designix somehow. Dave, insert disk into computer. Reading disk. Dave, install software. Inventing rubber hoists. Relating pole reflectors. Updating vises. Persuading bulbs. Graduating chain sealants. Publicizing Aether remotes. Governing archetype dimmers. Launching manifestation systems. Plugin detected. Installing gristtor.exe. GristTorrent is now running. Dave, illegally pirate some of John's shale so they can share. That's so fun. They can share resources between each other. So this is how much stuff that John has. You start leeching off John's shale at a pace of 4 Gs per second. Not the fastest download rate, but then again, you don't need a whole lot. In 1 second, you already collect enough for a punch Designix. Dave, download a bunch of grist from John. He has plenty. You set the application to leech off John's build grist because he obviously got too much for his own good. It cuts the download rate in half though. You guide the air. Consult with him. Back to Rose, whoever's talking to Rose. Rose is being pestered by John, Dave, and a troll. And Rose says to John, well, John says to Rose, I guess, Rose, are you there? I went through the gate. Nana said you might be here too. Are you in kind of this spooky glowy place with oily rivers and stuff? Let me know, okay? I guess one could use those words to describe it, if armed with a predilection for the inapt. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, what words would you use, Miss Wordy Pants McSmarty Pants? Eerily iridescent? I certainly don't see any oily rivers. There's an ocean, though. I haven't found an ocean yet, but I don't know, the place is really big. It's like a whole planet down here. Oh man, which reminds me, I just got hounded by a troll. Yes, one of them is bugging me now. I thought it was odd timing. Yeah, well, they say they want to be friends. Also, they're playing Esper, but like not the same session as ours or something. Oh, also, they're moving backwards in time, which sounds really R-word, but whatever. Color my curiosity piqued, I guess. Yeah, I guess answer him if you want, or not. But anyway, it's great you made it here alive and stuff. So Dave came through? Eventually. Pardon the envy I'm about to vent in your direction. For what? For finding yourself at the mercy of a rational orchestrator. Oh, haha. Yeah, I'd feel kind of weird if Dave was watching me too. You don't feel weird when I watch you? Rose, I feel weird when you're just talking to me. When you're watching me, it's just like the weird frosting on the big weirdo cake. I can't see you now. For what it's worth. Yes, I'm free! Okay, I'm going to go over this river and through these woods. You talk to your troll, I guess. We'll compare notes later. Okay. Bye, John. Who is this bothering you? Oh, man. Alright, so this is a new one. A new one, and one is going to be important. And so I was going to probably talk a lot, and so I can't have too annoying of a voice, but it has to be distinct. It's going to be tough. Hey, Lalande. No, that's not quite right. Hey, Lalande. Stop crying in your mom's beverage. She hates you and has left you forever. I'm okay. I guess that one's okay. I don't know how I feel about it. We'll workshop it, but honestly, it's only going to get worse, so don't expect them to be too consistent. Now I'm confused. On the surface, this appears to be another contrivance from a troll desperate to offend. But John said you wanted to be friends, and if you knew me, I suppose your remark could be construed as a ploy to elicit agreement, and soon rapport. Not that it would actually work. God, you really do talk too much. So which is it? Ooh, your text smells good. Is that lavender? You smell words? You don't? Right, aliens. I forgot. Yes, it's easy to forget, given our rapport, and how much we really have in common. I forget that you humans actually communicate with speech instead of releasing clouds of fragrant gases and smelling each other's sentences. Gross. Ha 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 ha, so gullible. You'll believe anything I tell you. Of course we talk, dummy. Horn smiley face. Oh, so here's the thing. These things are important. The like typing quirks. So all of this is going to get lost in the audio medium, but every E, like it's literally leet speak. Every E is a 3, all caps. Every A is a 4. And the way that they do their emoticons for Gallows Calibrator, that's who this troll is with the V and the 8, which all is going to make sense when you eventually see this troll's design. Still not sure if I'm being courted or trolled here. I'm going to go with the latter. I hate you all quite a lot, but I think the others will eventually realize that it'll be mutually beneficial for us all to work together. And so they'll probably be all friendly like later on. By later on, you mean now? Yeah, that's probably what John was hearing. And maybe they'll even mean it and want to be friendly. But I intend to stay pissed at you forever, even if I seem helpful. Then you're in luck, because you don't. Heh, no, but I will be. The fact that I will be helpful is an immutable fact I am stating for the record. It does not mean friendship is what is taking place here. John was told that you were moving backwards through time. Was he gullible to believe this? Or is the fact that I'm asking just further indication of my own gullibility? Feel free to continue shifting the definition of the word to suit your convenience. We haven't been talking to you for long, like a few minutes from my perspective. If there are some of us who decided to start talking to you at the end of your adventure right off the bat, instead of the beginning like what's logical, then that's their stupid business. I'm staying linear, because weird time stuff gives me a headache. Oh, also, it's pointless. Alright, let's continue milking my human gullibility and say I believe you. You're the sensible one who's decided to communicate with us in linear lockstep with our timeline in order to help us out. How can you help me? You just entered your medium, right? Yes. Okay. Does it seem like there is a subtle voice in your head urging you to do things? Yes. It's not so subtle, actually. Yes! For me, too, it was more loud and clear than for the others. You see, we are meant to be best hate friends forever. A beautiful soul grudge, this cosmic was surely authored by the constellations. They all thought I was crazy, but ha ha ha, it turned out we all were in our own ways. That helped us realize the particular destinies the game put together for us. In the vocabulary of, like, the hyper-flexible mythology it tailors to each player group. You mean, for instance, if a player were to learn she was a seer. Yeah, exactly. Seer of mind, page of breath, knight of blood, maid of time, etc., etc., etc. So those are all different roles than the ones that were mentioned by Nana in the book. No further spoilers on that one. 12 for us, but obviously 4 for you. Every session is different. So once again, 12 trolls. And this voice? Oh yeah, it's an exile. Exiled from what? It took us forever to figure this out because they aren't meant to be obvious aspect of the game. They're on your dead planet, just like they're on ours, years after its reckoning. Their role is to help you in your quest in some ways. The obvious way is by directly guiding your actions. But maybe the more important ways are these little things they do probably without even realizing it. Actions that are complete loops in the timeline. Cogs in paradox space. Paradox space? Oh hell. Listen, the universe will eat paradoxes for breakfast. And so will this game. Get used to it. By now, you should realize this whole mess was a big self-fulfilling clusterfuck. A huge, orgiastic Mobius double reach around. I'm starting to see that. So the exiles are on Earth? Does that mean our goal is to get back there too? To resurrect it somehow? No, no, no. See, ironically, they get to do that. After they're done helping you, that is. Your job is of greater consequence, to say the least. But part of their job is to rebuild life and civilization there. And if they're successful, in thousands or millions of years, the technology is unearthed and the planet is ripe for seeding all over again. You never answered the question. Where were they exiled from? From the 2 kingdoms in the Incipisphere. Expatriated during the Reckoning. Former agents. What are agents? I think this will be more constructive if I contact you again in a little while, when you know more. And I don't have to explain so much. When? In a couple of seconds. For me. But not for you. Sucker. Gallows Calibrator ceased trolling Tentacle Therapist. Meanwhile, the past pulls a mean double reach around. Okay, so we're back in the past before John ever even left. Oh my god. John is messaging Jade on Jade's birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Jade. Yay, thank you, John. Whew, okay, I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus, I sent Rose's and Dave's too. Why do your guys' birthdays all gotta be bunched together like that? You're running me ragged. Heh, I know, but it's nice of you to think of us all like that. I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it will help you solve those problems you've been having lately. Mysterious wink. I'm sure it is great. I can't wait either. It might take a little while to get here from there, but it will be worth the wait. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I forgot about how long it takes to get you stuff. Arg. John, that's okay, really. I'm sure it will get to me exactly when it needs to, and it will be a nice surprise when it does. Okay, well, I hope so. Heart. Hold on. Okay, so this is back in time. I think we've already read this conversations when John sent the gift to Jade before they start the game. And at that time, carcinogeneticists began trolling Garden Gnostic. Wait, goddammit, don't block me. I mean, not that blocking me would do anything, but just listen. What do you want? I just have to deliver a message and then I'll go. It is a message from you, so you probably ought to listen. This is nonsense. Every time I believe something you say, you laugh at me and call me a gullible human. It's so childish. Okay, fine, I admit it. I completely shit the bed here. I get that. And I can't promise I won't keep trolling you, 'cause I will, in weeks or months or whatever. I'll keep giving you a hard time, but see, that won't be present me. That's past me, from like a half an hour ago or so, when I was more hot and bothered about all this, okay? Sad face. I don't know what you're talking about at all. It's another prank. Whatever, fine. Think it's a prank, as long as you remember this conversation. See, we're trying to talk to you in the future, and it's important, but you won't answer us. So we talked to you way in the future to ask how to get in touch with a not-so-future you. Are you following? No. She said to talk to you now and tell you this. You know your robot? You mean the robot that you think is stupid? The one you've mocked me for having on a number of occasions? Yeah, well, I do still think your robot is stupid, but that's besides the point. Later on, it will blow up for some reason. It doesn't matter why. This is the worst prank you've ever pulled. Excuse me. Quiet. Anyway, when it happens, you won't know what to do. The thing to do is to contact us, and we'll tell you what to do. Why should I do that? Because that's what you told us to tell you. Whatever. Believe me, don't believe me, I did my job. I'm out of here. Man, the setup on this one is crazy. None of this is really going to make sense for a little bit, probably, but carcinogeneticist is apparently saying that future Jade is telling them to talk to her now to be able to get to, like, present Jade. Because, remember, we're reading this in the past, kind of. Carcinogeneticist sees trolling Garden Gnostic. Garden Gnostic talks to, John again. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I had to tell someone to go away. Oh god, the trolls again? Yep. They seem to be such a pain in the ass lately. It seems like there's so many. There are either like 50 of these R words, or it's just one guy with a lot of alt accounts. Anyway, so this is then when John says he's going to change his Pestogem handle. Oh! And look, we see who it is. We've seen this guy already once before. This is Carcinogeneticist. We saw that guy when Spade Slick from the intermission was his exile. He looks pissed. The package from your pen pal appears again. You've been wondering when it was going to show up. It has been months since you last worked on it. Hopefully your friend has made the final modifications you require. You'll have to mail it soon so it reaches John in time. Ificate. I guess they're sendificating it. But we don't know who is working on it with John. Gallows Calibrator began trolling Ghosty Trickster. So this is back at around the same time on Jade's birthday before John ever enters the game. And it's Gallows Calibrator again. Heh heh. Ugh. Ha ha ha. Hee 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 hee. Question mark? LOL. Hee 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 hee. Happy face. Well, I guess you're not too bad a troll if this is all you do. Just laughing and stuff. Hee hee hee. Ha ha ha. Heh heh. Ha 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 ha. John, why would you laugh at a blind girl? You have no idea how much you disgust me. You're a total disgrace to the field of ectobiology. If we ever meet, I'm going to cut your throat and listen to you bleed while I smell you die. Gallows Calibrator ceased trolling Ghosty Trickster. God damn. You think it's time to change your chum handle? To what, though? Gotta be something they'll never suspect. What was that thing she said you were a disgrace to? You have kind of a hard time reading shitty leet speak in spite of your awesome hacker cred. And so she called him... Oh, and I guess that's a spoiler. Gallows Calibrator uses she, her pronouns. She calls him an ectobiologist. And that's what he makes his chum handle name. Oh, this is Gallows Calibrator. She's blind, I guess, and she's got cool glasses. Oh, and we see her horns. So they're little pointy horns, and she's got the cool glasses, and so when you look at how she does emoticons, bingo, they're like that. PM? Follow the agent. Alright, we're back with PM. You followed the authority regulator into enemy territory. We're in the present. It is a risky move, and this dark palace makes you very uncomfortable, but it is imperative you press on and recover that parcel. You've brought along a parking citation. If confronted, you will say you are only here to deliver payment and leave. You have no idea where you're going. You are too nervous to ask anyone. Look, there's a Diamonds. It's Diamonds Droog, maybe. Probably not. You take a turn somewhere and find an especially regal-looking red carpet. You wonder where it could possibly lead. Hachi Machi! It's the Queen! In the throne room of the Dark Kingdom of Durse. She looks pissed. But look, she's got the cat face, she's got the scar, she's got the jester hat, and she's got the tentacles from Rose and John. The Black Queen directs you to the office of the Archagent. He is in charge of most of the tedious paperwork around here. Rose, I must leave now. So here's the Black Queen. She's kind of peeved. Reminds you of someone, doesn't it? Rose, I must leave now. This is the last you will hear from me. Find your sprite. Realize your purpose. You return to a more typical mindset. You suddenly feel empowered to make important decisions on your own without supervision, parental or otherwise. Rose, sip martini thoughtfully. Such as this one. Just a tiny sip couldn't hurt. Bleh! Disgusting. Fourth exile suddenly appear. A wind-swept crescent suddenly appears. From out of the egg. It's another lady. They're stunned. PM. Command John to put the carved tablet into a Pixis. You follow the command telling you to command John to put the carved tablet in the Pixis and type John put the carved tablet into the Pixis. You successfully do that, and he successfully does that too. Everyone is friendly and cooperative. Egg. What the hell was that? It almost sounded like a huge egg appeared in the sky and landed, and then someone mysterious teleported out of it. PM, locate the Archagent. Okay, so following PM from the future to the current, to the present. You find the agent's office, but he is nowhere to be found. You eye something on the desk there. It's the package, and a bunch of citations, and the 3 walls. PM, grab the box and run. If you act quickly enough, maybe you can grab the package and get out of here before can I help you? Look who it is. Mr. Noir tells you that your ticket had better be notarized and punched in triplicate and presented with the full $1 penalty plus processing fees, or you are wasting valuable time he could otherwise spend shirking his clerical duties. ticket? Oh, this thing. Haha. Look at that. You are holding a ticket. How did that get in your hand? It belongs on the desk with the others. No, you are not here to pay for parking ticket. You explained to the frightening man that you are here to pick up that green parcel. Jack makes it clear that he would rather stab something to death than process the avalanche of paperwork needed to release the confiscated freight. Also, any legit courier would have the pickup forms ready to go. In spite of how he's supposed to be dressed now, but isn't, he ain't nobody's fool. But perhaps an understanding can be reached. He gives you a hit list and a sword. Bring him the crowns. He'll give you the box. And this is where she gets her cool king sword. Jack, examine the package. The parcel mistress departs with her mission of double agency. You wonder if she'll actually be so foolish as to attempt to uphold her end of the lopsided bargain. You make a policy of handing out a regisword and a hit list to just about everyone who enters your office, but you never think anyone's actually gonna go through with it. You wish you could watch. She's a dead woman. You wonder why she's so desperate to acquire this package. What could be inside? Jack, open it. Well, I think this is the most open his eyes get in the whole series. There's something cool in the box, maybe. Dave, punch some cards. All right. Well, now that we're back with Dave, I think we're gonna pause here. We're almost a full year out from the start. It's March 6th, 2010. So we've gotten pretty far. And this one, not a lot of drama, but a whole lot of setup. We're hopping around all 4 kids. Now we're also bringing in some of the trolls. We saw carcinogeneticist and the other one. It's really interesting how, like, the pace and rate at which they decide to introduce some of those. We also heard about some other roles, like Seer of Mind. And we potentially learned that Rose is a seer, because she was called seer by her exile, I think. And her being the seer is why partially she's able to understand the exile's voice more clearly than John was able to. And yeah, then we also got a bunch of background on the time loops going on down with the agents who then become the exiles, like PM and AR. So, some interesting stuff, and we're going to stop there for today, and hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.